With half of a century of exciting service in the U.S. Air Force under its belt, the F-15 Eagle has become the very symbol of air superiority. In today's video, we are going to cover its latest modification, the F-15EX Eagle II. We will discuss improvements the engineers have made and implemented, how it differs from prior designs, and why the Eagle II can easily be that which the enemy comes to dread the most on the battlefield. In July 1967, the Soviet Union unveiled a new generation of combat aircraft during an air show at Domodedovo Civil Airport, south of Moscow. The MiG-25 Foxbat, featuring 2 engines, twin vertical stabilizers, and an estimated speed greater than Mach 2, was the most formidable aircraft in this new air armada. The twin-tailed fighter alarmed Air Force planners and highlighted the need for a new fighter designed to fill the air superiority role, a role that had not been fulfilled since development of the F-86 Sabre in the late 1940s. General Dynamics and McDonnell Douglas were awarded concept exploration contracts in December 1967 for FX Air Superiority, a fighter superior in air combat to any present or projected Soviet fighters. The contracts resulted in an Air Force request for proposal for preliminary designs of the F-15. Fairchild Republic, McDonnell Douglas, and North American Rockwell won design contracts for the F-15 in December 1968. In an effort to reduce development time and costs, the Air Force awarded McDonnell Douglas the F-15 contract on the 23rd of December 1969, without a competitive fly-off. At the time, critics argued that an award of this type would result in cost overruns and program delays. However, the F-15 program has become one of the most successful aircraft development and procurement programs in Air Force history. The F-15 Eagle first flew in 1972, and by 1976 it had become an integral part of the U.S. military's air arsenal. With its exceptional durability and versatility, it remains a frontline fighter unlike any other U.S. aircraft. After 5 decades, the F-15 is still one of the fastest and most versatile fighter jets ever built. Originally designed to achieve Mach 3 speeds, the F-15's requirements were adjusted to Mach 2.5 to control production costs. Despite this modification, the F-15 emerged as the pinnacle of air superiority fighters. In 1988, the F-15E Strike Eagle variant was introduced, focusing on deep strike ground attack, close air support for infantry, and sophisticated electronic warfare capabilities. To date, at least 1,198 units of the F-15A, B, C, D, and J variants have been produced, along with 61 F-15K Slam Eagles for South Korea. In addition, more than 525 upgraded Strike Eagle variants are currently in service, with more expected. The first few variations of the Eagle used Pratt & Whitney F-100 engines with 25,000 pounds of thrust each. But today's F-15s use 2 extremely powerful General Electric F-110 GE-119 afterburning turbofans with a maximum thrust of more than 29,000 pounds each. While the F-15's aging airframe and lack of stealth capabilities cannot compete with the latest 5th and 6th generation fighters, it continues to provide the USAF with a versatile multi-role platform for air and base defense, close air support, deep strike, reconnaissance, and electronic warfare. Despite the initial criticism from the fighter mafia that the F-15 was too large and heavy to be successful as a dedicated dogfighter, the Eagle defied expectations and became the most successful modern fighter, with over 100 victories and 0 losses in aerial combat. That's right, folks, the F-15 has an air-to-air record of 104-0. That's better than the F-16, the F-14 Tomcat, and even Mike Tyson. Capable of carrying up to 23,000 pounds of weapons, The F-15 was the first fighter that could attack multiple enemy targets simultaneously from distances of up to 100 miles, using its sophisticated nose-mounted radar system and advanced air-to-air radar-guided missiles to blow up the bad guys before they even knew what hit them. Over the past 5 decades, approximately 125 US F-15s have been lost, mostly due to pilot error in low visibility conditions, ground incidents, or training accidents. This translates into an outstanding service record of less than 2 aircraft destroyed per 100,000 flight hours, a testament to the F-15's durability and performance. Despite its incredible combat record and history of service with the Air Force, the F-15 is unfortunately reaching a rather ripe old age. As weapons systems, targeting mechanisms, and radars have advanced, the F-15 has been overdue for an upgrade for quite a while. In 2018, after years of discussion, the Air Force and Boeing sat down to discuss the proposition of an upgrade to the F-15. Specifically, the Air Force sought improvements in payload capacity and other munition systems as primary objectives for the new jet. Additionally, the Air Force was looking for an aircraft more capable than its predecessor, able to fly farther, higher, and faster. Ultimately, the decision was made for the new jet to be called the Boeing F-15EX Eagle II, with a service entry target of 2021. This timeline worked perfectly for the Air Force for a number of reasons. First, production of the F-22 had ceased, and the Air Force's fleet of F-15s was rapidly aging. Meanwhile, the F-35 Lightning II was on the horizon, but production delays meant it would not be ready to replace the F-15s in time. Thus, the upgraded version of the Eagle was the perfect middle ground solution for the Air Force. With this in mind, Boeing came back to the table with 2 different proposed variations: a single-seat jet, known as the F-15CX, and a twin-seat version known as the F-15EX. Eventually, the Air Force went with the twin-seat version, which can be flown by either a pilot alone or a pilot with the assistance of a weapons system officer. This new jet improved upon its predecessor in a number of key ways. Primarily, the jet had significant improvements over earlier F-15s in terms of armament, now able to carry up to 22 air-to-air missiles and launch hypersonic weapons up to 22 feet long, providing an advantage in future near-peer conflicts. The Eagle II also featured a new electronic warfare suite, the BAE Eagle Passive Attack Warning Survivability System. The jet's service life was also extended to 20,000 hours. F-15EX promises higher speed, longer range, and lower operating costs than previous variants. The fighter will be able to achieve Mach 2.9 on the power of its twin General Electric F-110G129 engines, each of which develops 29,500 pounds of thrust while in full afterburner. This is approaching SR-71 Blackbird level and will make the Eagle II the world's fastest fighter jet. The type also boasts the longest standoff air-to-air engagement range of any fighter in the USAF inventory. The Eagle II is the first USAF F-15 to boast digital fly-by-wire flight controls and LA'd glass cockpit with touchscreen interface. The aircraft is installed with fly-by-wire flight controls and the APG-82V One Active Electronically Scanned Array ASA radar, which offers extended range and improved multi-target track and precision engagement capabilities. The aircraft features an Open Mission Systems (OMS) architecture with advanced battle management systems, enabling the rapid integration of the latest aircraft technologies and ensuring the relevance of the platform for many decades. The OMS provides the capability to operate independently when isolated and to reconnect to the global cloud network when conditions allow. Besides this, the newest F-15 has the latest Suite 9.1 software in common with upgraded legacy aircraft. Due to insufficient F-22 procurement, the F-15C/D fleet has continued flying beyond its designed service life, posing a serious risk of structural failure. Similar infrastructure, support, and training requirements will permit existing F-15 units to quickly transition to the F-15EX. The process for acquiring the F-15EX aircraft began in February 2019. The program includes the purchase of 8 F-15EX aircraft in the first lot, with plans to purchase at least 98 units to replace the Oregon Air National Guard's aging F-15C/D fleet and refresh the existing F-15 fleet in the future. Boeing secured a $1.2 billion contract to produce the first batch of 8 F-15EX advanced fighter aircraft in July 2020. The maiden flight of the fighter jet was performed in February 2021, while the USAF officially accepted the first Eagle II in March 2021. And most recently, on July 16th, the Air Combat Command Chief General Kenneth Wilsbach said that Boeing's F-15EX Eagle II fighter jet has achieved initial operational capability with the U.S. Air Force. The milestone was reached a year later than planned due to production delays. A buffer of 1 year was later planned for the initial operational capability, which will be completed next month. The initial operational capability followed the fulfillment of the criteria for delivering first 8 aircraft. A total of 6 aircraft have been delivered to Eglin Air Force Base, Florida, for developmental and operational testing, while the Oregon Air National Guard recently received 2 operational F-15EX. Boeing said it is now building about 3 jets every 2 months and wants to pick up the pace to 2 per month beginning in 2025. The second lot of jets will start being delivered in late 2024. That's going to be a tremendous platform for us because of its 4th Gen Plus capability and external weapons carriage, Aviation Week quoted Wilsbach as saying, "The F-15EX can carry some immense weapons that can go a long way, and so that F-15EX and that F-15E will continue to be important platforms." Interest in this fighter jet has not just come from the U.S. Air Force. Fighting forces from across the globe have sought out the jet and placed orders from Boeing. The Japanese, Israeli, South Korean, Saudi Arabian, Qatari, and Singaporean armed forces have all ordered the upgraded version of the jet. And what do you think of this upgrade? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to always stay in touch. And thanks for watching.